Hello, welcome back to Nimi's garden. I was doing a little bit of digging and I discovered a simple trick to solve this puzzle. I haven't solved it yet because I was simply just messing around with everything, but if you remember this puzzle, I did spend a little bit of time on this trying to figure out how to get this in, right? My idea was firstly to how to get through this. I had a few ideas first. The first idea was to do this, so I could move into here. And the reason why I don't want to just do this is because if I only did that and went in, well then I can't move anywhere to push the robot as robot text out. So my idea was that I had to push this in to be able to fit in that little gap over there. And obviously that fails for a lot of reasons. Firstly, that robot text here gets stuck. And I could sort of remedy that by pushing this push text upwards, but that still gets the robot text stuck in general. The other reason is if I wanted to remove this Nimi, copy Nimi kind of text to move around more freely, I have to press Nimi against the wall, like the Nimi text. And this is really bad because it doesn't allow me to do what I want to do next, which is to have a Nimi text be free. And I spent like, 16 minutes on camera or something trying to figure this out. I also spent like another 10 minutes off camera also trying to figure this out after I figured out something very interesting. The idea of doing this is good, and the idea that breaking this pushes it forever is also interesting, because what that means is that technically the only move that I should be able to make here is this. I can then move downwards to push the Nimi text all the way in, and the only reason I was able to come to this is by saying like, well, if I did this, I want to be able to remotely remove this statement, right? So I was like, how would I do that? Can I robot move into there? And the answer is, well, not quite, because we don't have access to robot text just yet. However, doing this is a very good move because it allows me to move all the way past the skulls and break the text at the same time. So that was just the more efficient move to make. I can now have everything be free. And I also came across the interesting idea of robot is move and robot copy robot. Now, this allows it to move back and forth completely. And an interesting little trick about this is that I'm pretty sure I can extend this to make I can extend this X copies X sort of thing into two different systems, into two different objects basically. If I did Nimi copy robot and robot copies Nimi, I'm pretty sure it does basically the same thing. And the reason why is because Nimi copies Nimi makes you move infinitely, because you're basically copying whatever you do, which makes you do it over and over again. Now robot copy Nimi and then Nimi copies robot is something quite similar, and it works because, well, it works because whatever Nimi does, robot will do, and whatever robot does, Nimi will do. So it essentially allows you to move infinitely, but obviously not that much infinitely. In fact, an interesting thing I can do about this is I can move one of them freely when the other one is completely blocked. But when they're both free to move, they'll both move infinitely until one of them is blocked. So if I did this, I can do this, and then, well, I'm sort of a bit stuck here. However, if before I did this, I set up a piece of text to simply do this, then I can go over and push that text in, which blocks me. So this, move up, presses over, and I can move down. There you go. That's how you solve this. Well, I think this is cheese because it doesn't use the move text or the push text at all. But either way, that's solved. Alright, so that's that one level. That was a level indeed. Alright, level 12, flight preparations. Preparations. Oh my goodness, how much Nimi do we have? We have ice is slip and still. Okay. So a slip meaning that you cannot move in any direction until you fully pass through the object or get stopped by something. Interesting. Skull is still and defeat, and I somehow need to get through it all. However, I can't simply make Nimi copy Nimi because there's a skull over here, which would kill me when I smack myself over there. Okay. We have shift and push, so we can push stuff around. Okay, rocket is rocket and belt is belt, so no transformations at all. Why is slip a thing? I think slip is a thing which forces the object to slip over, which allows Nimi to copy that object. Ah, and so why can I not simply... Well, I can. I was like thinking, why can't I simply, you know... belt. Why can't I simply push an object over? And the thing is that I can't do that because pushing this object over doesn't give me enough time to get up there. Although, what if I copy that object then? Will I have enough time? I don't think so. I would still not think so. Whoa! What the heck? What? Hold on. When I push... Oh, the object slips, but I keep pushing it over and over again. Right. That's how pushing and copy interact with each other. So I guess that's not a valid thing then. I assume putting something between them also doesn't change anything about it. Yeah. Because that object is also push. Okay. So that will fail, which means that our problem still remains. And I can't make it over to there in time. However, what I could do is I could have the rocket help move stuff in, right? So the rocket, well, I can have the rocket do this. I can prepare belt and shift up here. So why is this bad? And then, oh, because, well, Nimi can copy the rocket. So why is this bad? Oh, because, yeah, alright. Which means that I need the infinite movement then. But not quite, because infinite movement would still land me in the skull. So I need a set amount of infinite movement. Well, why don't I do this? Prepare, okay. I wait for this to happen. But the problem is that this is still one movement at a time. I need an infinite movement at a certain point in time, basically. So I need infinite movement basically when you're about to reach here. You need to move infinitely. Well, I can sort of do that. Right? Can I sort of do that? I can set up the infinite movement trick with two objects that are not me, I think. And the way I would do that is... Okay, well, I can't have them stacked on each other first. I could press one against the wall and then have that be pushed later. So to reiterate as to how objects, well, I can push a buffer of text in there. So let's say the rocket is over here. Okay, and the rocket stays as push. The belt will shift an object. So the belt will shift maybe a piece of text, which I assume could be Nimi at this point. The belt will be shift, but the rocket will be push. But what is the rocket copying? See, the rocket needs to copy another moving object, the only one of which is just text, which cannot be moved. Unless we did that one trick where it's Nimi copy rocket, rocket copy Nimi. But we only have one rocket text here, which doesn't really want to work. So that doesn't work either. We only have one rocket, one copy. And transformations cannot occur. Really? So if I did this, why is it going to copy? It's going to get pushed out. But not enough. Okay. Well... infinite movement is so hard to do anything about though. Infinite movement. Infinite movement. So if something copies Nimi, if like belt copies Nimi, and then Nimi copies... Well, and then what? Belt can copy Nimi. I mean, that will allow you to push things at the same time as I move. Almost. That seems okay actually. If I press you against... If I pressed you against a wall first... but see... I can't have something copy something else. So if two objects here are not Nimi at all, the only way you could get them to move is for them to copy each other. After which you can no longer get Belt to copy you. So something that would look pretty cool. Is what again? Belt, copy, rocket. Oh ho ho ho. Did not mean to do that. So this... Oh, whoa, oh yeah, because that happened, right. Let's set this up more properly. Push like this. So, oh, right. Right. This? Yeah, that's infinite push. What about this? What about this? Not infinite push, but that does something weird. Why does that do something weird? Why? Is it because it slips and pushed at the same time? And then when you stack... Boom. I can in fact get two objects to shift, so I could probably stack text, right? Maybe that's what they want. So like, if this happened, I could have Nimi and Belt copy rocket at the same time. Yeah, that's actually possible. Wow. The only problem is that... Well, what is the problem? I can't set this up in time, can I? Can I set this up in time? I don't think so. I'll need some very insane stuff to be moved. Yeah, I need to move all the way over here again, which once again constitutes the issue. That doesn't work. I don't have time. Not even close. Yeah. Way too long of a distance to travel. So, no. I mean, you can definitely stack text with this setup because you have two isers and you have two objects, so they can both be shift. So that's fine. And there's no text on text is destroyed or whatever. So yeah, technically, I just want to set off an infinite thing. Well, I can set up an infinite thing. I can. I can set up an infinite thing. Can I set up an infinite thing? I'm starting to doubt myself. Can I set up an infinite thing? Let's see, let's test this out, shall we? Set up an infinite thing. I mean, we already know how using copy and push. I want to know if shift and copy does the same thing. I mean, not really shift and copy, but copy has to be the thing that you be used to be infinite. But it's fine, we can stack text this way. So it's like, now what? Suppose this happens. Suppose one of them is shift, the other is push. Oh, but they could still copy each other. If I didn't do that. So like, suppose belt is shift, rocket is push, and then they copy. Then what? It is infinite. Very infinite indeed. There are a few problems with this. And one of them is that the is text for Nimi is you. It's a little bit out of the way. I can fix that though. I can fix that. In fact, I can fix that quite well by pushing them both to be underneath and then copying me. Okay, so something like, for example, maybe this. I mean, we can always line ourselves up later, so honestly it should not be that horrible. But now if I have them copy special things... Oh, I keep doing that on accident. So I have them both copy Nimi, which is actually makes it quite lucky that there are two Nimis just sitting around here. Ooh, this is kind of messed up. Kind of messed up a little bit. Okay, quite messed up in fact. This is quite messed up, but I think I can handle. No, I cannot handle. Jeez. Okay. Even with this much text, it's quite hard to set up. Can do this. Can try to get them to align, but firstly they don't move when I move, and when I do this, they kind of stack. It's not good. Jeez. Oh. What the heck is there going on? This is horrible. This is the opposite of what I want. And this kills me, doesn't it? Yeah. It's so funny. Okay. Jeez. I wanna try setting something up. Right? Yeah. It's quite messed up. How do I set you up? Jeez. I mean, I still push you guys around, but I still don't see the main setup that I require to get you guys to both move at once. Because I need to be right beside you guys, right? And we need to all line up at once. Okay, I see how. I see how. I need to separate one of you guys. Oh, separate. Separate. What? Separate. I mean, all I really need is just for you guys to just... I mean, I just need to align you guys to be 3 in a row. I don't really need to align you guys underneath the Nimi text, so... That's something. And in fact, that makes it way easier now that I've thought about it more carefully. About the constraints that I am underneath. The constraints I'm following. I can really just... do this. Yeah, this sets it up pretty well. Okay. So now with this... Oh crap. Not well enough, I guess. So jank. Okay, it's really jank. Hold on. I'm gonna push you guys to be slightly out of the way first. There you go. That's probably good enough. Okay. So now, what I was trying to do is to push the entire statement up like this, and that's possible. Oh my god, I am such an idiot. I could have just done Nimi is you over and over again. Okay. Well, look at this. The most tunnel vision I've ever had thus far. I can really just do this. So I can do this now. And basically what I can do is, I don't actually need to use the ice, I can cheese this. I'm gonna push the belt and the rocket into appropriate positions. One of them is going to be quite close to the edge of the board. Grid. World map. Anyway. The other one is also going to be push and not be me. And I just replicate the setup. So the rest of the setup was belt is shift, copy, rocket is push. And it looks like this, right? So in reality, I think I cheesed it by not using more of the Nimi texts or the ice. So okay. Please stop. Okay. So belt is shift, copying rocket, which is push. Should allow for infinite movement. Oh, but what the heck? I'm not copying. Oh my god. I have to stack text one more time. Oh, that is gonna be a problem though. No, it's not. I'm an idiot. No, it's not. I can stack text right now. I was like, it's gonna be a problem because it's not gonna allow me to move the Nimi as you text up. But that was like the simplest thing in the entire level. So no, yes, I can stack belt and Nimi text together. So let's push you guys into facing positions. And what do I want to stack? I want to stack two things together. So if I made them both shift, one of them is going to have to be moved. So let's just say this one. Let's just say whatever is up here is going to be shifted. Okay. Next I need rocket to be push. And to do basically the same thing. I'm so sorry. This is gonna take a while. It's pretty tedious, yes. But the final setup should look something like this. Have Nimi be on one side, have whatever is going to be stacked to be on the other, and it shouldn't really matter which because the two objects are interchangeable. And now having them be shift at the same time, stacks text. Awesome, okay. Now I can push everything into place as I did before. Preferably having moved everything else away. So now, shifting you over to here. And the reason why is because I want to copy, basically, the movement of this thing. I need to be slightly further away. Is this enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's enough. It gets me just barely across. Okay. Now the other object that needs to be pushed is the belt. There you go. Just stack on top of each other. And then we can do whatever we're trying to do here. This time the rocket is going to be the one that's shifting, not the belt. Cool though. This level, I don't know if this is right. I mean, this is clearly not the right solution. But, you know, I still think it's a cool solution actually. It's enough steps to like last. But okay. This should be it. Boom, there you go. Yes, I'm shift, so it's fine. I was like, whoa, what is going on? There you go. Okay, what a level. Alright, let's keep going. Last one in this world, Treacherous Facility. Treacherous Facility, send and copy this time. I think it was also send copy before. What send does is it basically it's an instant shift basically. So while some shifts take one move to, while shift takes one move to bring you to the next step, right? Send does it basically instantly, which allows you to send over long distances, you know, without costing any time. And basically what that means is that you can make wires out of this. Obviously that's not the only thing you can do with send, but generally, yes. Okay, empty is rubble and rubble is defeat and still, I see. So doing this causes... Okay. So I need to... Well, I need to be sent up there somehow. But clearly I don't have enough pieces of text to be sent up there. But I can copy stuff that is moving. Interestingly enough, I have to make it up there in one shot because I will die otherwise. Wherever I stand on, I will die. Something can copy Nimi as well, although I don't know if this is intended to be there. I feel like it might be. Anyway, I can push both objects right now, not at the same time, but I can. I can cause objects to be sent, and therefore I can stack text theoretically. I can have something copy Nimi to get past here and push something out. I don't know if that is technically the best thing because it sacrifices a lot. How else am I gonna get in? Well, okay, well. I don't know how much text I can bring in there, but I can bring in like, I don't know, can I bring in 5? It's like 5 seems to be an okay number of text. Oh, stop, we also have stop? Oh, wait, hold on. I can copy myself and send myself over while stopping. So if I send myself over to here, up, here. Okay, gotcha. So I just need to get the Nimi text and I can copy myself. So what I think is going to happen here is I bring in, I only bring in 4 pieces of text. That's okay. I want to do this, and I want to basically make belt is send, which will send everything through but also send me through, which is a good thing. Okay, so what would this do? Understandable. That is perfect actually. And I can push you out and you guys will send me out as well. I'm going to lose stuff though. That is very interesting. I am going to lose text. Lose belt, sorry, by doing this. Okay. I don't want to do that just yet. I want to get... Well, I don't want to get you guys to come out first. I don't want to do this until I... Yeah. Okay, there you go. I also want the cog to move out of the way, honestly, because it being stopped is pretty annoying. I can try to copy myself now to... I can't break that once I make it though, that's the problem. Oh, I'm dumb. I can just have... oh, I can't have belt copy the cog. Belt can copy Nimi though, and that's how I will get the belts out. So I can do this, just move out. So do this, move out, break it. There you go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so now the final plan, I believe, is to move the cog over in positions I want to stop. So I want to do this, I want to do that. Cog will be stopped. And so when I copy myself, I'll get stopped by the cog. The belt, well, I don't know what the belt's doing, but the belt no longer needs to be sent. It can just act as an object to prevent empty from being there. And I want to stop wherever the cog is, wherever I'm going to be pressed against the cog, because that's where I'm going to be touching a rubble otherwise. So the belt basically just stands here to prevent it from turning into rubble. And now, now we should be done. So Nimi copy Nimi. I push this in. Well, we're almost done. I just made a small mistake. Small mistake. And that small mistake is not pushing you further than you guys require to be. Alright. There you go. I can break everything now. Nimi copies Nimi. So I move infinitely. I get stopped by the cog here, but the belt in the way will stop me from dying. Repeat, win. Cool. Okay, I don't know if that's intended. I did use everything. But you know, maybe not. Oh, okay. Extra level, huh? Crossing the Gulch. Oh, I was scared of extra levels. There is a Gulch indeed. We have bendy text here. Text is also float. All this group is group, so no transformations. I need to get there then back. Or do I? Oh yes, something needs to come back. And no copy now, so it's just send. Rubble is sync. Okay. Is there any reason why it isn't safe as well? No idea. But it almost feels like you have to go infinitely past this. Like you have to move infinitely. Does send and push do infinite things? I don't know if send and push does infinite things. Oops. There you go. Or if I send and push at the same time, does this do anything else? I can also be other things, you know. It's like two objects can be you, which is really interesting. Okay, but what if I did this? Aha! You are infinite. Interesting. I can now make... Well, I can make objects... I can make two objects you. If I can make everyone be you. Like, look at this. It's just how do I get this is text over? And I don't know how. Because... Actually, what if I made you just both send? I feel like making you both send would do infinite things anyway. No? Do you guys not send each other? Right, because sending each other requires a movement. That's why this is forced. Okay. So you guys need to be push and send at the same time. Can I bring anything over if I wanted to? I think so. Almost. Yep. Okay, I think I got it. I think I think. So move you guys over into the same row as where is would need to be. You guys want to push an is text in. Oh, never mind. I don't got it. I'm like, what the... So if I did this... This wouldn't do much because only one object will be sent. And even then, nothing real happens. Like this, technically infinite, but I don't get the is in there because one of them, this is in the way, right? And I can't get you guys to stack text either because send requires you to move on to it, and you can't just be standing on it. So that's also another distinction from shift. I can in fact have multiple objects be multiple objects though. So it's like, I can do this. I can have both of you be send actually. Like, yeah, look at this. Wait, hold on. If I have both of you be sent and I had you guys stack on top of each other, wouldn't you guys just move infinitely? You would. Wow, okay. That is, dare I say, surprisingly simple. Not quite though, because, well, it's never that simple. Although, it might be something. Like, if I did this, and I did that, I can do this and come back. How do I break that text? Well, it's not that hard. Shit, it can't be that hard. Cannot be that hard. I have to just push stuff around. Yep, I got it. Wait, do I got it? How do I move this thing up where I could break it? Where could I break this? While I'm down there, maybe? I feel like the terrain itself is also trying to stop me from doing something. Just because there are all these nooks and crannies that I can't really do much of from. That's why the belt needs to be there. But the belt, what does the belt do? The belt can be pushed. The belt can be pushed. The belt can be pushed. How is that useful? I see how it's useful. Okay, I just need to move you one up. Can I do that? Yes. In fact, I can move all of you up by doing something like this. So by doing this, I can move the entire statement one up. The belt is kind of stuck, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. In fact, the belt being stuck up there could be a good thing. Right? Yes, in fact, it is a good thing. Okay. I can use a lot of buffer text to my advantage here. So one buffer text for this little nook over here. And basically what I'm doing is I'm putting buffer text in there so that I can block that little hole. And when I do block that little hole, I can, you know, do stuff. So this happens. Whoa. Okay. I can, you know, press myself against walls. So this happens. Doing this presses me against this, which allows me to come down here. That was a mistake. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Because I'm now stuck here. That needs to be placed better. Right? Yeah, it needs to be placed better. How? How can I do this better? That one belt up there could be used as buffer. The other one would be here. And the reason why is because I want to be stuck here so I can move up to here, I can move over to there and break that text. Which in fact doesn't have to be up there, you know. I don't actually have it to be up there, I just need it to be one down. Yeah, one down is fine, I don't actually have to do anything for that. Okay, I think I got it then. Okay, gotta do some pretty fancy stuff with this. Though, do we have to do some pretty fancy stuff with this? Yes. Wait, can we? Uh-oh, I don't know if we can. Yes, we can. Okay, so this requires a lot of extra thinking. But what I want is I want them to both be pushed. Not now, but I want it to be pushed over here. And actually, by doing this, not this, by doing this, I can get them to push the push text in there, which is what I want. It's because I no longer need the push text at all after this point. So, boom. Now I want them to come back, right? And I can do that. Can simply just do that one trick I did where I managed to get them all to be me at the same time. Oh, the problem is I can't get them to come back by sending them, can I? I can do this, right? Now they're facing this way. But the problem is how? Like this? Oh, this might be okay. Yeah, this might be okay actually. Wow. Fancy stuff. So this can happen. So basically this can happen, this can happen. Now by stacking I can do this and come back and break that. That may or may not be a good thing. I only need 2 objects now though. But the only other problem with this is that the buffer text that I needed now gets stuck over there. Is that okay? Yes, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. That buffer text, I can press it against the wall here. Alright, this was really, really stupid, but I think, and I'm hoping this works. So, back to our plan was to do this, send ourselves over. I can now stop myself by doing this. I can do all of this and break this text. Yeah, I have to see all of that in advance. Move here, you can now stop yourself in this second column, come into here, come back out, stop yourself with the push X which you just set up earlier, move up, break this send. Oh, okay. Okay. That was so cool. Nice. We crossed the gulch and we finished the area. So let's go. We finished that. I mean, I don't think there's anything else. However, there are 2 more things that we need to do. We need to finish those 2 worlds firstly, but also there are extra clues or we haven't revealed yet The first one is the clue here. Level 5 here has a clue that I haven't revealed yet. And the other one was in Castle Grounds in level 10, which we also haven't revealed the clue yet. So yeah, I might spend the next episode trying to do that. But wow, okay, I actually kind of strayed away from this game or this pack for a few days because I was kind of scared to get back to this. I was looking at this and I was like just really sad about how little progress I've been making. But solving all those levels here, that was pretty satisfying. So I'm pretty happy with my progress. Well, yeah, I also hope you are pretty happy with this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.